Welcome to Book Review Series. Today we are going to tell you book review on Sapiens, A Brief History of Humankind by author Yuval Noah Harari, which is published officially in English on 2014. If you haven't subscribed my channel, please subscribe. Overview. Harari traces the history of Homo sapiens from prehistoric origins, 2.5 million years ago, to the 21st century. His central argument: sapiens dominate the planet not because of strength or intelligence, but because of their ability to create and believe in shared myths, religion, nations, money, human rights, etc. The key theme: cooperation through shared fictions, is humanity's superpower. The book is divided into 4 parts. The cognitive revolution, circa 70,000 years ago. The agricultural revolution, circa 12,000 years ago. The unification of humankind, last few thousand years. The scientific revolution, circa 500 years ago to present. Part 1. The cognitive revolution. Main idea: around 70,000 years ago, Homo sapiens developed language, imagination, and abstract thinking. Right-pointing arrow, enabling cooperation in large groups. Chapter's summary: an animal of no significance, sapiens were once just one of several human species, insignificant in the African ecosystem. The tree of knowledge, language and imagination allowed humans to gossip, plan, and believe in myths. A day in the life of Adam and Eve. Hunter-gatherer life was egalitarian, healthier, and diverse in diet compared to later farming societies. The flood, human expansion, caused extinction of megafauna, mammoths, giant sloths. Sapiens became ecological serial killers. Part 2. The agricultural revolution. Main idea: 12,000 years ago, humans shifted from hunting-gathering to farming. Harari calls this the biggest fraud in history. Chapter's summary: history's biggest fraud. Farming provided more food, but led to harder work, poor nutrition, and inequality. Crops domesticated humans as much as humans domesticated crops. Building pyramids, agriculture enabled large settlements, hierarchy, and cooperation based on shared myths, gods, laws, kings. Memory overload. Writing developed as a solution for record-keeping, taxes, trade, laws. There is no justice in history. Agriculture entrenched inequality, patriarchy, and slavery. Part 3. The unification of humankind. Main idea: over millennia, human societies merged into larger civilizations. Harari identifies 3 great unifiers: money, empires, and religions. Chapter's summary: the arrow of history. History trends toward unity. Globalization is not new. The scent of money. Money is the most universal and efficient system of trust. Imperial visions. Empires spread cultures, laws, and ideas. Though violent, they promoted integration. The law of religion. Religions evolved from animism. Right-pointing arrow. Polytheism. Right-pointing arrow. Monotheism. Right-pointing arrow. Universalist religions. Christianity, Islam, Buddhism. The secret of success. Syncretism, blending of religions, cultures, empires, allowed civilizations to flourish. Part 4. The scientific revolution. Main idea: beginning around 1500, humans shifted to science and discovery, driving capitalism, industry, and modern society. Chapter's summary: the discovery of ignorance. Recognition that we don't know everything fueled curiosity, experimentation, and exploration. The marriage of science and empire. European imperialism and science grew together. Colonialism funded scientific discoveries. Science enabled conquest. The capitalist creed. Capitalism rests on credit and trust in future growth. Banking, trade, and stock markets became engines of history. The wheels of industry. Industrial revolution transformed work, society, environment. A permanent revolution. Modernity thrives on constant change. Tradition is replaced by innovation. And they lived happily ever after. Human happiness has not increased proportionally to material wealth. Psychological adaptation limits it. The end of Homo sapiens. Biotechnology and AI may replace sapiens with a new species, Homo deus. The future is uncertain. Key arguments and insights. Shared myths drive cooperation. Religion, nations, money, law, corporations. Right-pointing arrow. All imagined realities. Sapiens succeed because they believe in collective fictions. Agriculture is a trap. led to more food but worse health, inequality, and endless work. We didn't domesticate wheat. Wheat domesticated us. Unification of humankind. Money equals universal trust. Empires equals cultural blending. Religions equals moral order beyond tribes. Science plus capitalism plus empire. Scientific revolution powered by capitalism and colonialism. Future shaped by technological revolutions. Happiness paradox. Wealth and technology don't guarantee happiness. Social bonds and meaning matter more than material progress. Part 1, The Cognitive Revolution, 70,000 years ago. Chapter 1, An animal of no significance 2.5 million years ago. Humans were one among many species. Homo sapiens appeared in East Africa approximately 200,000 years ago. Early humans had no special status in nature. Chapter 2, The Tree of Knowledge. Cognitive revolution, approximately 70,000 years ago. Development of language, abstract thought, and imagination. Enabled cooperation of large groups beyond family, tribe. Chapter 3, A Day in the Life of Adam and Eve. Hunter-gatherer life was relatively egalitarian. Better diet, more leisure, less disease compared to farmers. Small groups, limited hierarchy. Chapter 4, The Flood. Human migration across continents caused mass extinctions. Examples: Australia, giant kangaroos gone. Americas, mammoths gone. Humans became ecological serial killers. Part 2, The Agricultural Revolution, 12,000 years ago. Chapter 5, History's Biggest Fraud. Shift from foraging to farming. More food, but worse nutrition, longer hours, disease spread. Wheat and rice domesticated humans. Chapter 6, Building Pyramids. Agriculture enabled surplus right-pointing arrow population growth, cities, hierarchies. Cooperation based on imagined orders, religion, kings, laws. Example: Hammurabi's Code. Chapter 7, Memory Overload. Large societies required record-keeping right-pointing arrow writing developed. First scripts, Sumerian cuneiform, for taxes, trade. Writing allowed states to manage resources. Chapter 8, There is no justice in history. Agriculture entrenched inequality. Class divisions, patriarchy, slavery. Hierarchies justified through myths, divine right, caste. Part 3, The Unification of Humankind. Chapter 9, The Arrow of History. Human societies trend toward unity. Trade, empires, and universal religions reduced diversity. Chapter 10, The Scent of Money. Money equals universal trust system. Precious metals, right-pointing arrow coins, right-pointing arrow paper, right-pointing arrow credit, right-pointing arrow digital currency. Works because people believe in it. Chapter 11, Imperial Visions. Empires expanded by conquest but spread culture and technology. Example: Roman Empire, Chinese Empire, British Empire. Empires are violent but also engines of unification. Chapter 12, The Law of Religion. Religions evolved. Animism, right-pointing arrow, polytheism, right-pointing arrow, monotheism, Judaism, Christianity, Islam. Universalist religions spread beyond tribes. Religion gave moral legitimacy to states and empires. Chapter 13, The Secret of Success. Syncretism, blending of cultures, religions, enabled civilizations to flourish. Example: Christianity absorbed pagan traditions. Globalization equals continuation of this blending. Part 4, The Scientific Revolution, last 500 years. Chapter 14, The Discovery of Ignorance. Before 1500, people believed knowledge was complete. Religion, tradition. Modern science begins when humans admit ignorance. Scientific method: observation plus mathematics plus experimentation. Chapter 15, The Marriage of Science and Empire. European exploration fueled by science plus colonialism. Example: Voyages of Columbus, James Cook. Empires funded science, science enabled conquest. Chapter 16, The Capitalist Creed. Capitalism based on trust in future growth. Credit, banking, corporations made expansion possible. Capitalism and science became twin engines of progress. Chapter 17, The Wheels of Industry. Industrial revolution transformed economy and society. Machines, factories, fossil fuels right-pointing arrow productivity explosion led to urbanization, consumer culture, environmental damage. Chapter 18, A Permanent Revolution. Modernity thrives on constant change. Innovation replaces tradition. Progress becomes an ideal. Disruption creates instability but also growth. Chapter 19, And They Lived Happily Ever After. Wealth and technology don't guarantee happiness. Human happiness shaped by psychology, hedonic treadmill. Strong social bonds matter more than material gains. Chapter 20, The End of Homo sapiens. Biotechnology, AI, genetic engineering may replace sapiens. Possible rise of Homo deus, God-like humans. The future is uncertain and morally challenging. Conclusion. Harari ends with a provocative reflection. Humanity has achieved extraordinary power through the cognitive, agricultural, and scientific revolutions. We have gone from small bands of foragers to rulers of the planet, reshaping ecosystems, cultures, and even ourselves. But despite this progress, humans are not necessarily happier than our ancestors. Now, through biotechnology and artificial intelligence, we are gaining the power to engineer life itself, possibly even becoming Homo deus, God-like humans. Thank you for watching the video. Do like, share and comment below. If you like the video, please keep support by subscribing our channel and don't forget to press bell icons for more update.